Welcome back to Vigor. It's your boy, Stealth Jet, and I'm back in the mix. So if you watched my previous video, the one at 2 o'clock today, 2 o'clock p.m. EST, you'll know that I said, stay tuned till midnight video. This is that video. Now, I know I covered a whole lot of stuff, right? Multiple points, not stuff, but points. For example, waiting until the middle of the lobby to kill somebody because there's a higher chance they'll have loot on them and therefore the kill will be actually rewarding instead of you just killing somebody for the heck of it. I've also covered, like waiting for the perfect opportunity before you take a shot. For example, when they're out in the open and they have no cover whatsoever. And like multiple stuff as well. Like multiple stuff past that. And even before that. So, in this video, we're going to stay until the very end once again. And I'm going to tell you some stuff that y'all should be aware of. And when I say aware of, this map best explains what you should be aware of. Anakin is the best map for training yourself on how to hunt somebody. Now, if you're asking me, Jet, what do you mean by hunt? This is what I mean by hunt. When you spawn somewhere, you know where somebody else spawns. You go towards that general location, and you spot them, and you wait. That is the first part of hunting somebody down. Getting their location, and knowing where they're heading. Now remember, in my previous video, I talked about the flip side of the coin, which was relocating and the after image effect. They can put that effect on you and they don't even know that they're in potential danger. You see what I'm saying? There's a whole battle going on there. And so the best thing you can do as a player, use your headphones and use your ears and your brain to determine which way is more likely the path that they will take. And here's why I say Anakin is the best way of explaining that, or showing that rather. Y'all know that this map geographically is designed for death. Yes, there are islands, and yes, there is cover on those islands, but going from island to island is one of the most dangerous things you can do on this map. And you hear gunshots in the distance. You only focus on one target at a time. And you see, I hear them coming towards me and I do my best to stay hidden. As soon as they spot you, there goes your element of surprise. There goes the greatest card in your hand when it comes to hunting somebody down. You want to make sure that you are unseen. In any given case. Now, I heard his footsteps going this way. And this is what I'm talking about right here. On any other map, there would be like 8 or 9 different choices as to where they can go from this location. But, on this map right here, Anakin, there are only 2. That way, towards the red barn and the yellow house, or that way, towards the island. Now, if you're asking me, Jet, why are you sitting so far back? Because I don't want to be right up on a path. I want to see where they're heading. And I don't want to shoot them immediately because I want the true sense, the false sense of security to build up around them. Y'all know how it feels when you think you're safe and you get shot and you panic? That moment of panic is what gives your shooter, your hunter, your enemy, the mental upper hand. Now up here I see him walking up to that island. So he didn't take the way to my left. What? Yeah, he didn't take my way to my left towards the red barn. He took this way. Now, you only run when you're trying to cover some ground and gain some distance and gain some seconds on your potential prey. And you see, this is good. I haven't shot at him yet because I want him to do the looting for me. Isn't it crazy how my channel, my playstyle is built up on stealth, but I'm showing y'all how to be aggressive the stealthy way? That's like saying I'm gonna eat some fried vegan burgers. No, that's not a good analogy. Let me get back to the gameplay. I'm gonna come up with a better analogy. Just give me a second. Okay. So he was last seen heading this way, but you see that to my right? The detector. Now here's where things get dicey. And you see I'm checking to make sure I have a transmitter on me. Because if he hits that, my window of relocation is real small. Real small. I have about maybe like 2 seconds to relocate, if not 3. Because if I were him, what I would do, as soon as I hit that detector, I'm going inside that yellow house, I'm crouching, I'm pulling up my map and seeing who's around me. As soon as he sees that red dot that's right here, he's either going to run or come outside and investigate. But luckily, it doesn't go off. So he either changed directions once again, or he's looting the yellow houses to my left. And so that's why I'm sitting right here. Because if I hear any footsteps to my left, all I gotta do is hide behind this rock. Well, that rock I was just on. And you see right here, I'm just walking towards here, and I'm keeping an eye on the detector too. You can have two senses faced 2 ways. You can have your ears trained towards one direction and your eyes trained towards another one. If you point your camera to one direction and have all the sound, or the direction you think the sound is going to come from, in one earphone, you can be focused on 2 directions. Your eyes are just focused on one direction and your ears are focused on another direction. Now, still on my looting BS. Y'all know me. I'm still Jet, the original Jet, right? I'm not going to go out here and say I'm going to kill everybody on the map. That's not me. Don't worry. And that will probably never be me. Just letting y'all know. But remember what I said earlier today. Every gunshot is a door that you can walk through. I didn't walk through that door. I was trying to be smart just now, but it didn't work out. Every gunshot you hear is an invitation to come investigate. Or an invitation to come and investigate. So, I gave up on a dude I was chasing just now. I gave up on him. Give up. Because I have no idea where he's at. He's not at the yellow house. He's not hitting the detector. He's doing a real good job of keeping his footprint small. And the time safe is in that boat. And that boat's already passed. Well, that time safe has already been unlocked. So, no point in going through there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to crest this little hilltop right here and move around the icebreaker of this boat. And sure enough, some more gunshots. What do? Kick it into high gear. Because, like I said, this map is perfect for training yourself on how to hunt. If you hear gunshots, if you go to a high enough place, you can see gunshots. Or at least see the source of gunshots. And the source of every gunshot in this game is a person. Unless the gunshots are fireworks. That can be a thing too. That can also throw you off too. I haven't seen fireworks being used, but maybe I'll use one time. I don't know. Little do I know, I'm actually in the airdrop area. And right now I'm chilling. I'm going to chill up here. Because, like I said, this is the best map to explain this. You can see pretty much the entire map from any given location. Well, not really any, but maybe 60% of the map. You can see about 80% of the map.
Airdrop incoming. Get ready.
Now here comes the airdrop. I am going to sit here. And I'm going to wait. Because we've seen one person. We heard about, 2 or 3 different kinds of guns going off. And this area right here. It may have houses, it may have a pier, it may have boats. but the run up to it is real directional. They're either going to come from the right or from the left, and you are going to hear footsteps from your right or to your left. Like I said, this map is perfect. Footsteps are real directional, or actually footsteps are directional. To my right, somebody's coming. Now, there is such thing as audibly hunting somebody down too. Track their footsteps, but don't track their actual physical, visual body. And so I'm just going to maneuver my way toward the sound of footsteps, so that way, if they decide to move again, the footsteps are louder than when I just heard them previously, which gives me a greater indication of their direction of travel. Now you got to make sure you are quiet too. That's why I'm crouching how I am right now. In order for you to hear everything, you got to be making the noise equivalent to nothing. And right now, I don't like how the branches are swaying underneath my torso. I don't like that because it is a pretty distinct sound. But anyways, crawling up here. Remember, footsteps are directional. That's why you see me always swing my camera, because I'm trying to think where they at. And there you go. You heard how the footsteps were louder that time? Because I maneuvered my way toward the source of the footsteps. That way, if there's a sudden directional change, I can hear it and I know where they're going. And there's no guesswork on this map because you can only go one direction. From here toward the airdrop. That's what I mean. Now, till the very end is going to be proven to you right now. Take note on how scared, not really scared, but how cautious and aware this guy is right here. And I always wait for the perfect shot. Always wait for it. This guy is doing everything right. Crouching, checking doors. Don't go through the door. Do a little pump fake. And he's going to check his corners. Smart on him. Do you think he knows he's being hunted right now? And he's in my crosshairs? No. Now, the reason why I took a shot right there is because I was following his pattern, and he returns fire. Here's why I took that shot. He stopped around every corner, but he stopped less time around that very edge corner. Now, I don't know if it happened just now or it's going to happen in just a moment. You're going to see somebody crossing the iceberg path to the right in front of these docks. And what I do here is playing dumb, but it's making him panic. He is expecting me to relocate, and I'm not. So he's paranoid. He's like, yo, where'd this guy go? But look what's above him. A whole nother player. So as of right now, unless that guy on that rock was the guy who was crossing the iceberg path to my right, we got 4 players here, including myself. And so I'm thinking, what if I shoot a dude on the rock? Because he should have no idea that I'm here. Should have no idea that I'm here. But the airdrop disappears. So the person I shot at more than likely got the airdrop. Now, we can't see him on the map. We can't. But just because you can't see him on the map doesn't mean you can't figure out their location. Now, y'all know me. I cannot stand radiation. I don't like the idea of radiation. So, I've already decided. It's time for me to go. Back in the days, radiation scarred me. It's like, right now, in today's Vigor, the radiation covers the map quickly, but it increases like little by little. Back in the day, when you get caught by radiation, you had probably about 30 seconds before you died. So with that in mind, I don't take radiation lightly. I get the heck out of here. And it just so happens that fortune favors the bold. And yeah, radiation is pretty much covering the map right now. There's a dead body. a whole ZA-M76. And that just made this encounter worth it. Now back to the airdrop carrier. Like I said, you don't know their location in this encounter because they hid their location. Or the comm station buff hide the airdrop carrier, make them invisible. Do you think you're really safe if you're carrying the airdrop and you're invisible? If you answered yes to that question, you're wrong. You hear those faint gunshots? Look at the map. Look at the map. They died. They died going right towards an exit. Now, this should tell you something. They took the exit that they thought had nobody near it. Here's what could have happened. Here's what could have happened. The dude or the girl that I shot at went to get the airdrop, seen the dude on top of the ridge that I was thinking to kill, and so he was like, she was like, nope, can't go behind me, I gotta go in front of me. So they did the smart thing and ran towards the lighthouse exit. But somebody was waiting for them there too. This encounter literally showed how unsafe you are even when you think you are safe. While you're hunting, you are unsafe. There is no such thing as absolute safety unless you hit that detector and you see no red dots on the map, then you're safe. At all times, you should have no sense of true security unless you figure out that you are completely alone. If you don't know that you're completely alone, assume somebody is always watching you. That's why I crouch. That's why I crawl. That's why I don't run and I don't walk, because I always assume I'm in somebody's crosshairs. And like I said, this encounter is worth it because it got a ZA-M76. And what I'm about to show y'all is that I don't got a plan for a ZA-M76. Look at that. So this is a good win in my opinion. Hope y'all enjoyed this little mini series I made, and I'll catch y'all in the next episode. Peace.